Alright, guys, I'm back. This is turning out very good. People are watching my videos. That means people are listening. Alright, this fellow took and sent me one. I will read it to you like I did the last one. Alright, it says he wants to be anonymous. It says, I am 18 years old. I look into the government and I see nothing but trouble. Can you explain some of it to me? Alright. Don't know why you want to be anonymous with the government, but okay, I'll try. Alright. What I know about the government is that pretty much they're going down the shithole. Me, I'm a libertarian. I believe in limited government. I believe that the government shouldn't have as much power as they do. My buddy that I stay with says try no power. Well, we do need some government. Without government there is chaos. Look at Rome. Rome took and lost its power. They moved to their new capital, Constantinople. Yes, I am a little smart, so I do know some when it comes to history, I do know it. Okay. So don't worry. You can look it up, Google it, whatever. Well, look what happened to Rome. They got taken over and they were destroyed. A great civilization destroyed due to no government, no control. Now, I really didn't plan on doing some on government. I was going to let somebody else do it. But I will try my best, and I will let my buddy on here to tell you some about government later on, probably tomorrow or the next day. I mean, these videos are important to you. It looks like, I get some viewers. I'm getting some people that says they like them. Well, guess what? The government is driving itself to the end. It's having a major problem in it. It's called money. Unfortunately, that's all the government really cares about is money. Look at our debt. Our debt is what? Help me out here, Brian. It's like the 100 trillions, right? Oh, it's in the trillions. Alright, it left the billions, apparently, and went into the trillions. Well, guess what? I read this nice little thing on the internet. I forgot who posted it, but it was very funny. It said the reason why the earthquake happened in Washington, D.C. was because a $14.2 million, $14.2 trillion check bounced. That's hilarious because a 14.2 trillion check actually did bounce, and they didn't report it until it was too late. We're wasting money. We stopped our NASA program, and now we're going to pay Russia to take people up to the space station for us. And we're going to take, and my buddy says Canada, but I think it's Russia because I was reading it online. It's pretty much CNN News. It's pretty much all the truth because it's on TV too. So if they lie about that, they get in trouble. But either way, they're still putting a lot of money into it. They're wasting money. That's what they're doing. They're just wasting money. We got a president who shouldn't be president. I don't have anything against having a black president. I'm not racist. But Obama shouldn't be president. He's not smart enough to run the White House. That healthcare bill he's putting in is against the Constitution. You can't force an American to buy something they don't want. And that's forcing them to have something they don't want. Exactly what my friend just said. We fought a revolutionary revolutionary war over it. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Remember that war back in 1776? Yeah, we fought that for our Constitution, the rights we have. Well, the government is taking those rights. There's a nice little thing that you will learn in the Constitution that we, the people, do not notice. But the government noticed Well, yeah, they noticed it right off the bat. It's called the elastic clause. Basically, it's like a rubber band. They can stretch anything they want to a point. In other words, anything they come up with that doesn't seem constitutional, they can make it constitutional, basically. Half of these laws we got now, ain't a one bit of them constitutional, but let them go to a Supreme Court and they'll get passed as constitutional. Supreme Court's going to pass anything the government passed. But here's the thing. We got a Democrat president with a Republic Congress. So, I mean, we do have Democrats in the, we do have Democrats, but the problem is there's not enough to even it out. But they're not stopping half of the stuff that's going through. Our president can't veto half of the stuff. I mean, he has tried to veto some stuff. I had to put it to him. He has tried to veto some stuff. But we're still getting laws passed. They made a deal with him. And they brought it up and then they said it wasn't true. I still think it's true. That there was a deal that if he passed a couple of laws for them, they would pass this healthcare bill with no problem. Well, they passed this healthcare bill, so you know what that means. There's a couple other laws. For us hunters, they're trying to get rid of our right to own guns, bear arms. That's the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms? Yeah. They're trying to get rid of that. Well, guess what? They're going to have to pry it from my dead cold hands because I ain't getting rid of no guns. Yeah, they're trying, just like my buddy just said, they're trying to get rid of our most important right, the freedom of speech. Now, you could go out there and you think you can go out there in the street and yell out, Obama, you're a piece of shit. Well, guess what? You're getting arrested for it because it's not freedom of speech. You're going against a president. We blame Bush for war. But look what he did for us. He tried to lower taxes. He tried to help us out and everything. When 9/11 came, we wanted a solution. The solution we wanted was to get back and get even. He went over there, he got back, he got even, and Obama took the freaking credit. Obama took the credit for the entire war because he told the Navy SEAL team to go in and take out the Al-Qaeda leader.
Well, actually, the thing about that is
That's
Bush started the movement of finding Osama bin Laden.
yes, Bush. Me and my buddies contradicting each other. Bush did start the movement on finding Osama bin Laden, but still, Obama took the credit for what Bush started. That's the problem. What one president starts and don't finish, another president will either take the credit or take the downfall. It always happens. Now, most of y'all used to my videos being about life, sex, drugs, and everything. Well, government's part of life because guess what? In the future, you're going to have to deal with this. You're going to have to vote. If you're not voting now, you'll be voting later. If you are voting now, well, hope you pick somebody better than Obama to be in the office because there's no way in hell I'm electing him again. Now, we need to fix what the government is doing. There's a thing in there that says we have the right to uprise against the government. We don't have to fight and kill people, but we can uprise. Civil War, for example, it was an uprising against the government. It wasn't an uprising to protect slavery. It wasn't an uprising for freedom. It was an uprising to abolish the government for what they were doing. They were making unconstitutional laws. They were going against the Constitution. That's what started the Civil War. But yet everybody always thinks, yeah, it's over slavery and everything. No, the government started the Civil War because they were making unconstitutional laws at the time. South didn't like it. The South revoked.
He was talking about how good
Yeah.
the North is.
What?
The North owns slaves too.
Yeah. Well, just like my buddy said, everybody always says how good the North was. Well, the North owned slave too. But still, it's just a president found it to be smart to use the slavery in it to make it seem good, not to make it seem for what it is. Now, pretty much my intake on the government. There's not much we can do unless we step up and take control. I'm not saying going up there, hold a gun to somebody's head and say the government's done. I say we need, as the people, as Americans, we need to take and pay attention to our government more. We need to see what's going on. It's never too young to start looking at your government. I was 16 years old when I started looking at my government. My friend said he was 10 years old when he started looking at the government. He's very smart on the government. He's the one I'm going to have taught y'all about the government if we ever, probably tomorrow, since this was brought up. I'll have him to talk to y'all tomorrow about it. He will be on this video, and he will take and tell you more about the government. Now, I will leave y'all with this. What you need to do to fix the government is A, get rid, because there's an election coming up. I think 2000 and what? Whoa, next year? Dang, that's it? I kind of forgot that a little bit. Well, next year is an election year. Alright, you know what that means. It's time to take and vote for a new president. So, wow, that's really... Obama didn't seem like he was in office for 4 years. It must have been the fact he was so terrible. Passed by, just flied. Well, here's the problem. We got to get rid of Obama. Alright, like my buddy just said, shit flies the fastest. Yeah, that is pretty true. Well, we got to get rid of Obama. Once we get rid of him, a third of the Congress is going to come up for re-election. We need to replace them. Republicans, Democrats, it doesn't matter. Get them out of there. They don't need a second term. They don't need no more terms. They screwed it up bad enough. Get new people in there that will listen to us. The only thing is, we need more people to vote for one person, because we, the people, don't vote actually. Here's what happens. When we cast our votes, it goes to an electoral college. The electoral college sees what's going on. They can either go with us or they can go with what they think. If they think that this person is good enough, they'll go with him. They better hope they're right, but they can go with him. Now that's kind of messed up. It should be the people voting. The people should vote for their president. Most people don't know that the electoral college involves our voting with what they decide. The only thing we really vote for is our state governors, mayors, prom queens, American Idol. Everybody gets to... Man, if it was like American Idol... if voting for the government was like American Idol, it would be like, alright everybody, go ahead, grab your cell phones and let's see what you can do now. Everybody get a 1-800 number right there, and 1-800 number pops up on the screen. It'll be like, okay, do you like this person, or this person? Go ahead and send in their name, and we'll see. And suddenly the president's picked right there. That would actually be kind of bull. And here's another problem. Thanks to electoral college, half of the votes of the United States ain't counted. I learned in a class in government that East Coast votes get counted before West Coast votes because they're done. At the time it's done. And I think voting ends around 11 or no 10, something like that. So California haven't even really started voting yet, but their votes really don't get count. You'll eventually see them pop up, but the election's already done. You already know who's going to win. Who's got the most on the East already won. You might as well hand it up. But what we need to do is get Obama out, replace half the Congress, and pay more attention to our government, and it will straighten up. We need to get somebody in there that has the balls to tell them what to do. We need to get a businessman in the office, because you know what he'll do? He knows how to manage money. He knows how to make the green. That means he'll fix our problems. Somebody like Donald Trump. I would vote for Donald Trump. Not because he's famous, because he's a businessman. I would vote for Bill Gates because he's a businessman. Well, thank you for this time. Unfortunately, I'm running out. We'll continue this tomorrow. Thank you. This is dunaho, signing off.